Om Sri Sai Ram. Hearty welcome to Sri Sathya Sai Loka Seva Gurukulam. Free online classes in mathematics. The topic called Understanding Quadrilaterals. We have seen some interesting things in this. Let us see what are they. First we started our discussion about polygons. What are polygons? They are the plane figures having 3 or more than 3 sides. Naturally 3 or more than vertices, angles and so on. Suppose if there are 3 sides, what we call it as triangles. If there are 4 sides, we call it as quadrilateral. There are 5 sides, we call it as pentagon. Correct? So 6 sides, hexagon. 7 sides, heptagon. 10 sides, decagon. Okay? And also we have studied that there are 2 types of polygons, namely convex polygon. Convex polygon is one which has no reflex angles and its diagonals will be inside the quadrilateral. Suppose you have a square. Square is called as a convex polygon because there are no reflex angle. Here the maximum angle is 90 degrees and these are called diagonals, will be inside. Concave polygon means one or more than one diagonal will be outside. So for example, this is the diagonal. This is A, B, C, D. AC is one diagonal, BD is another diagonal. This BD diagonal will be outside. Is it not? Suppose here A, B, C, D. This is called convex polygon because both the diagonals AC and BD are inside the quadrilateral. In the concave polygon, we have one of the diagonals outside the polygon and there is a reflex angle also. What is reflex angle? It is an angle more than 180, less than 360. Correct? That is called as concave polygon. Also we have studied about regular and irregular. What is a regular polygon? Regular means it is equilateral. Means all the sides of a polygon, if they are equal, we call it as regular. When you say equilateral, it will be equiangular also. Equilateral and equiangular polygon. Irregular means what? It is neither equilateral nor equiangular. And that is what is called as, see here in this case, even you can think of a hexagon. This is called irregular because sides are not equal, angles are not equal. So that is called as irregular polygon. So don't think that when you say polygon, you will only have 4 sides. It may have 5, it may have 6, like this. Okay, here diagonal, both the diagonal will be outside. And there are 2 reflex angles here. So it is called as irregular polygon. Also we have seen about angle sum property. In a given triangle, the sum of the angles is 180 degrees. Is it not? And the quadrilateral will be 360 degrees. And pentagon it is 540 degrees. Like that, we have got sum of the angles. Sum of the measures of the exterior angle of a polygon, that is equal to 360 degrees. Whatever may be the polygon, sum of all the exterior angles is equal to 360 degrees. With that property, you can find number of sides if the exterior angle is given, or if the number of sides is given, you can find the exterior angle. All these you have studied in the previous class. Also, we ended the discussion with the trapezium and kite. What is trapezium? A quadrilateral having one pair of sides parallel. Suppose you have ABCD. If one side, I am drawing a rough figure, if one side is parallel, we call it as trapezium. And if the opposite, if the non-parallel sides, if they are equal, we call it as isosceles trapezium. Also, we have studied about kite. A kite is also a quadrilateral having adjacent sides equal. Adjacent sides equal. The diagonals bisect at right angles. Okay. So, but only one pair of opposite angles are equal, but not the other. Okay. So, this is what is called as kite, and all of you are very interested in kite. You can have a competition and can get prizes in kite, fair. You can make a fair of kite. Now, let us try to answer the home assignment. In the figure, AB is parallel to CD. How to show it they are parallel? So, this mark you must write. So, what is the solution? So, AB is given parallel to DC. So, what is that figure? This figure is trapezium. In the trapezium, why it is trapezium? One pair of opposite sides are parallel. So, in trapezium, AB is parallel to CD. So, when they are parallel, sum of the interior angle is equal to 180 degrees. Angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. They are called interior angles. Of course, you must take only with the angles which are connected to parallel sides. So, B plus C is 180. Therefore, here B is given to how much? 120. Here, measure of angle B is equal to 120 degrees. Now, they are asking measure of angle C, 180 minus 120, that is equal to 60 degrees. So, angle C becomes 120 degrees. Correct? Got it? Very nice. We will pass on to next problem. Same type. In the figure, find a measure of angle P and S if SP is parallel to RQ. So, they are given that these two are parallel. So, what is the figure you get? Trapezium. So, solution. In the trapezium, what is the name of the trapezium? Come on. PQRS, correct? Why it is trapezium? One pair of opposite sides are parallel but not equal. What is the name of that? SP is one side parallel to RQ. See the figure. This is SP. This is RQ. They are parallel. Now you are given with the angle Q. Correct? Find angle P and S, they are telling. So if they are parallel, the interior angles sum is 180 degrees. Na? So you can write it as angle P plus angle Q is equal to 180 degrees. They are called sum of the interior angles. Sum of the interior angles. So that is 180. Therefore, angle P becomes, here angle Q is equal to 130 degrees. Therefore, you can write angle P is equal to 180 minus 130. 180 minus 130. How much it will become? 50 degrees. So angle P is got. Now it has become 50. Similarly here, you can do by two methods. Add all the three angles and subtract from 360. Or you can also write it as also, or you can say again, angle R plus angle S is equal to 180 degrees. Why? There is sum of the interior angles. Sum of the interior angles. Now here you are given with R. They are not written but they are shown. So this is 90 shown. If R is 90, therefore angle S becomes 180 minus 90. That is equal to 90 degrees. Now suppose you add all the angles. How much you must get? So this also 90. Add all the angles. How much? 90 plus 90, 180. 180 plus 180. This is 180. Totally 360. So what you have done is correct. Okay. Noted down. Very nice. We'll pass on to topics for today. So another type of quadrilateral, very very interesting. First one was trapezium. Then we passed on to kites. Now you are coming to a very interesting parallelogram. Of course, some of the things you already know it. Here, opposite sides are equal. Opposite angles are equal. Diagonals bisect each other. Opposite sides are parallel. So these two can be combined. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. And how many diagonals will be there? Two diagonals. What is the speciality? They bisect each other. And how many angles will be there? Two pairs of opposite angles. They will be equal. For example, so these are all different kinds of parallelograms. This is ABCD. Here when you say AB is parallel to CD and another one is AD is parallel to, always when you have more than one you must write like this, double arrow mark. So AB is parallel to DC and AD is parallel to DC, BC. Here it may be like this also. That's why you can say square also is a parallelogram. So all squares are parallelograms, but all parallelograms are not squares. Similarly, all rhombuses are parallelograms, but all parallelograms are not rhombuses, because In a parallelogram, all the sides are not equal. Here it is equal. All the sides are equal and diagonals bisect at right angles. So, if the square becomes LMNO, LM is parallel to NO, LO is parallel to MN, that is the meaning. So, opposite sides are equal and parallel. In this case also, QP is parallel to SR, QP is parallel to SR, and another one is QS is parallel to double arrow mark, QS parallel to PR. So, these are all different kinds of parallelograms. Why I have shown other than this? Because don't have the impression that this is the only one type. It may be any type, like this also, even rectangle also you can show it. So, these are some of the properties of parallelogram. Now, there are some elements of a parallelogram, means parts. There are 4 sides and 4 angles in a parallelogram. Suppose you have a parallelogram ABCD like this. So, here A, B, C, D are called vertices, and what are the sides here? AB, then you have BC, CD, DA. 4 angles. What are the 4 angles? Angle A, B, C, D. What is the sum of all the 4 angles? 360 degrees or 4 right angles. And 2 pairs of opposite sides, AB and DC, one pair, AD and BC. They are equal and also parallel. Third one, angle A is equal to angle C. Angle B is equal to angle D. There are 2 pairs of opposite angles. And what else you have? Adjacent sides. There are 4 pairs. See, AB, BC adjacent, AB and BC. Then you have BC and CD, these 2 are adjacent. Then you have CD and DA, they are adjacent, DA and AB. So, there will be 4 pairs of adjacent sides, side by side. Now, you are sitting side by side, it is called adjacent. If you sit like this, it is called opposite. Adjacent means side by side. Okay. And also you have seen that there are adjacent angles. A and B are called adjacent angles. B and C are called adjacent angles. And C and D are called adjacent. D and D are called adjacent angles. How many will be there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pairs of adjacent angles are there. So, note it correctly. Now, some more property, or you can say one interesting property of parallelogram. Opposite sides of parallelogram are of equal length. For that, you must take 2 identical set squares of 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees. Are you seeing it? This is 90 degrees here. See, in the set square, this is 90 degrees, and this is 60, and this is 30. So, you must take 2 set squares like this and arrange it such that they become a parallelogram. See here, but take 2 set squares of the same measurement. This is 90 degrees, this will be 30 degrees, this will be 60 degrees. So, 2 must be kept such that it forms a parallelogram. Why it is parallelogram? Opposite sides are equal. This side and this sides are equal. This and this sides are equal. Opposite angles will be equal. So, set squares you must take from geometry box. and arrange it like that, we observe that opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. Okay, but you may arrange it like this, not the other way. Okay, try yourself. Now we will see one problem on this. Given a parallelogram ABCD, diagonal AC is drawn, we can observe that angle 1 is equal to angle 2. 1 is equal to 2, 3 is equal to 4. Why? They are called alternate angles. You have to prove that AB is equal to CD and AD is equal to BC. So, why? What is that meaning? Opposite sides of parallelogram are equal, that is what you are proving. So, proof, but take these two triangles. In that triangles, you are given that angle B is equal to, angle 1 is equal to 2. They are equal because they are adjacent angles. Sorry, they are alternate angles, also called Z angles. Whenever two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, here angle 1 is equal to 2 because they are parallel. This is called transversal. Also, you have 3 is equal to 4. Same thing. 3 is equal to 4. That will be like this. 3 is here, 4 is here. This angle is 3. This angle is 4. Again, they are two parallel lines cut by a transversal. They are called alternate angles or Z angles. And one side AC is common. This is a common side. And therefore, we can say the two triangles are congruent. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADC. By which congruency? ASA. See, angle 1 is equal to 3. So, ASA means what? Two angles and one included side, or one side of one triangle are equal to others two angles and corresponding side. Then we get ASA congruency. And therefore, you can write triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADC, which means what? Suppose you cut this triangle and keep it on this, it will be identically equal. You can try with set squares, they will be identically equal. So, what happens then? Then we get AB is equal to DC, opposite sides are equal. AD is equal to BC, opposite sides are equal. That is what you get. Okay. So, that is all the proof for that. So, very important, note that. Now, we will work out some problems. Find the perimeter of the parallelogram PQRS. So, you are not given any other sides. So, how to do it? So, solution, note down. So, parallelogram PQRS. In the parallelogram PQRS, come on, opposite sides are equal, no? What are the opposite sides? PQ is equal to RS is equal to 12 centimeters. They are opposite sides. Also, what other pair? PS is equal to QR is equal to 7 centimeters. They are also opposite sides of a parallelogram. Now, if you add all that, so this is 7, this is 12. What do you mean by perimeter? Perimeter means sum of all the sides. Therefore, perimeter of the parallelogram, I can write like this also. Parallelogram PQRS is equal to, come on, name the four sides. What are four sides? PQ, come on. Number 2, QR. Number 3, RS. Number 4, PS. Noted? Okay, PQ is how much? 12. QR is 7. RS is 12. SP is 7. So 19 plus 19, 38. So nice. Understood? So perimeter is asked, means sum total of all the sides is asked. You add all the sides, you get a perimeter of the parallelogram PQRS. Okay. Now we will pass on to some home assignments. First one, given a parallelogram ABCD, complete each statement along with definition or property used. So what is the AD is equal to, OC is equal to, angle DCB is equal to, DCB is equal to what? Measure of DAB, DAB plus measure of CDA, DAB, DAB and CDA. They are asking how much it is. Okay, try to answer that. Consider the following parallelograms. Find the values of unknown x, y, z. So here is x, y, z. I must write. Here also x, y, z. Z is outside, exterior angle. Here x, y, z. Here is x, here is y, here is z. So by seeing the figure, you must write the values. Okay. And one more question. In the figures, guns and runs are parallelograms. This is guns. This is runs. Find the value of x and y. Here the values are given. 26 here, 3y minus 1, 18 and 3x. Find the values of x and y. Here also x and y you must tell by using the property of parallelograms. Okay. Now let us see what Bhagwan Baba says. ABC of life is avoid bad company. Tell me your company, I will tell who you are. Okay. So try to follow that ABC of life. So come prepared for the answers. Thank you.